Hello and welcome to the Stellaris modding videos again, and this time we are doing racial traits, special racial traits. All the traits in the game are fairly similar, and if you know how to do, say, racial traits, it's really easy to add a scientist, ruler, habitability, governor, leader, or whatever traits into the game. But first, this time I'm only showing how to do the species traits, or the racial traits, and we'll get on the others later. So let's get going. So let me open up. Here we go. My text editor again. And here we are in the species traits. So this is in Stellaris common traits and species traits, where all the traits are located. The other file you need for this one, you don't need this one. These are located in the same place. If you want to edit your rulers, governors, and their traits, they are in the same place as this species traits. But the other file you need is the localization file. And this depends on your language, which language you prefer for the game. I use English, so it's a Stellaris localization L, so language English, YML. So you need this one, so that you get proper names and things showing up in the UI for your custom traits. But let's get going. So this one up here is where you add your new traits, and let me get my. I made a list for myself of potential traits. It needs a bit of a redoing and re-adding a few more, but I'll provide a link under the video to a paste bin of possible traits you can use in the species traits. You can also really easily just look what is in here, like tile resource multiplier food. Basically, you get 20% more food, less food. More food. Agrarian, of course. Urban is the opposite. Let me delete these. Those were the ones we were gonna do. So instead, agrarian here gives you 15% more for a resource multiplier. So let's start with adding a couple new ones. I'm just gonna make some space in here. One of the ones that was asked about was can you increase your leader age or your race's age by a lot through a trait if you want to? And I said yes. So let's do that one first. So let's call it a trait ageless. These guys are basically not gonna die. So we'll just add this in here. Let's keep the space. So what's it that's gonna cost? I'm just gonna copy paste this information from here. So we're gonna cost it well, I'm not gonna worry about balance this time, so it's gonna just cost 2, and we'll remove that one. And if you want to have the leader age, it's this line, leader age 30, which gives you plus 30 to your leader age. We'll just add like 100. These are very long living creatures. But if you want an opposite one, we could do trait young. I don't know. I'm not great with these names. Let's do fast burners. They live long, live short, but they die fast. And we'll cost this at -2. And we'll go or -1, and we'll go leader age -30. So they are a very short-lived race now. You probably shouldn't go too much on this because you might actually make your leaders die instantly, which of course is not the best. Then I wanted to do something a bit out of the left field, and we'll add a different trait that's normally a governor trait. So I go here, and I go steal some information from here, and you can actually use these as the same traits as they are for governors or your leaders in here. You can use them in the racial traits as well, which was really surprising how interchangeable they were. And let me find a nice one here. let's see, what do we want? There was a Corvette focus somewhere. Armchair Commander. Oh, that sounds amazing. We should have an Armchair Commander race. Aggressive, unyielding, gale speed. No, we don't want those. Well, let's just grab that one. Actually, I'm not sure if this one works. Well, we'll give it a go. We'll see how interchangeable these are. So, planet ship building time speed multiplier plus 20, which means they are faster at ship builders. So, we'll call the trait ship builders. And we'll cost it at 2, and the modifier is this one. The one I stole. We'll just give it like 10% boost on shipbuilding speed. And there we go. And what else could we do? Let's do a habitability bonus. We'll call it nuclear boy. Let's call it that. It's fine. And we'll just grab this one. Cost it again at 1. Modifier is this one. So it's a PC nuke habitability 1, which means we can now colonize 2 worlds. And let's do one more. We'll call it trait influential. Is that correct? Don't mind my typos if the names are not absolutely correct. And we'll cost it at 2 as well. Don't take these means of balance. I just throw these here, and we'll call it influence gain add +1. This is a really powerful ability. You gain 1 extra influence gain from this, and then we just save these. And let me make a note about those so I'll remember what we added. And then we go here in the localization file, and you need to find where the traits are in here. Just scroll down until you find leaders, factions. I'm just actually going to use a search tool. Traits. Actually, let's do easy guy. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There's the traits we have. So we had a habitability. Let's actually do a custom category. So these are traits. I'm gonna add an option called custom traits in here, which is the ones we are using. So we need our trait names now. So we need a trait ageless, trait fast burners, trait shipbuilders, got underscore, trait nuclear boy, trait influential. And then we add the same 0 in there, and we should probably not copy paste all this information there after each of these. And then I should actually not done that yet. Let me get rid of that, put it there, because I need to double these lines for the descriptions as well. There we go. And then we copy this again after these ones. Every other. I missed the nuclear boy, it seems. Oh well. There. And then we grab the description information here as well. and we need there. And we can just copy paste that part and then copy paste it on everything else here. And there we go. /n is line change, and these other ones are just fine. So let's see, ageless, we call it ageless. So this is the title of the trait, which is shown now when you mouse over. This is a fast burner, so it's just how you want to capitalize and make the trait name show up in the game. Shipbuilders, nuclear. Should have called this Fallout Boy, to be honest. Why did I figure that now out? Influential. There we go. And then you just describe your phrases. Increases lifespan by 100 years. Lowers lifespan by 30 years. Lowers, since it's opposite, I guess. Shipbuilding time by 10%. Allows, let's actually call it a tomb world habitability 100%, and then increases your base influence gain by 1. And then just save this and the other file. Now we have everything we need ready to go. So let's let me run up the game, because you need to restart the game. I don't actually have it running in the background yet. Run it. And let me close the editor and show the game loading there. New game, create new, and let's go to the trait list. So now we have there ageless. As we named it, ageless increases lifespan by 100 years. Fast burner. Well, overs, because I'm great at typing. Overs the lifespan by 30 years. So little lifespan minus 30 years. You can actually see the information. You're gonna write a bit more, like a more descriptive description, not just what it does. Then shipbuilding speed plus 10%. Tomb world habitability plus 100%, and influence, monthly influence gain by 1. So there we go. That's how you do custom racial traits. There is also a lot of other things you can do with them. Let me jump out of here again and show you the editor. And as I said, there is a lot of traits. You can look at these existing ones. You can put opposites from them. So you can, for example, if you take the ageless and the young, you would probably want to exclude the other one. So when you take so what we would have to do here is grab the opposites, put it in the ageless here, and then remove those. And what was full trait name? Trait fast burners, and then same thing down here. It's been a while since I've coded. My fingers are feeling sluggish and wrong. And there. Now we cannot take this one if you take this one, and the opposite way. Also, there are a few other things like down here when you go all the way down, you can also have no modification and no initial. So these cannot be taken at the start of the game. Also, which is this initial no, and the modification no means it cannot be gene modded later on either in the game. And I highly recommend looking through these files for some inspirations, but I'm gonna also list in a file all these potential modifications that they or the modifiers they can have. And as I said, these are interchangeable, so even if they are in, say, in the leader bonuses here. So if you wanted to take this one, for example, this is the careful trait, so animal risk failure is lower. And we could just take it from there, from the researchers, put it into here. careful surveyors, and do the same. Cost 1 and modifier. There. So now our race would all have minus 10% risk for searching anomalies. So there's a lot of things you can do from here. You can also, I just put 1 in each of these, but as you can see there is potential for having more than 1 affecting effect. So you can make all kinds of really fun traits, and you can balance them by having negative and positive effects on that trait instead of just having a massive cost on them. Like the extremely adaptive is 5 cost, but no penalties. I think there should be, if you're super adaptive, there should be some kind of negative trait to come with that, and then just balance it by lower cost. But anyways, that's how you do custom racial traits into the game, and also have them show up with proper names and information. Also, if you're adding other things into the game, not just the traits, and you need to have the proper name and description reference, this is the localization file where you need to do those. So anyways, thank you for watching this modding video for Stellaris again, and we'll add some more as we learn things how to mod the game. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.